Viewers, this is Inside the Headlines. We welcome you to this episode where we are going to dive deep into current political situation. And this time we are going to dive into politics that played out during the burial of Boni Khalwale's wife in Malinya, Ikolomani. As we saw, it was actually a political center stage where most politicians played their usual politics. We want to dive in, and in the studio, I'm joined with my friend here, Fred Aboge, who is a political analyst. He understands the Kenyan politics and also politics in the United States of America, the Middle East, and also Africa as a whole. He's also a government strategist, and he understands also how government works. Is going to help us to understand what actually happened. Why was Boni Khalwale himself? Yeah. He was actually an MC.
Yes.
In
his wife's funeral.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know what was this portraying.
Thank you very much, Mr. Moses, for inviting me to the show. First, let me convey my sincere and heartfelt condolences to the family of Dr. Boni Khalwale. So you've asked the reason why Boni Khalwale took it upon himself
to be the MC
of the day.
Yes.
I think the reason why Boni Khalwale did that, first, it could be maybe political. It was something to do with politics, because he wanted to be in charge to ensure that every speaker that comes to speak toward the line of the day, or the theme of the day, which is sending off the beloved wife. So I think that's the reason why he decided that be the MC, especially when it comes to calling up political leaders to come and speak. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now, something caught my attention.
Yes.
Actually, two scenarios. Number one, how Boni Khalwale actually handled Peter Salasya.
Yes.
Yeah. You remember prior to
before Peter Salasya could speak, Boni Khalwale warned him, because most of you know that before even when Sifuna was still in ODM, before even the demise of the former Prime Minister Raila Odinga, Peter Salasya has been having a fierce political rivalry with Sifuna. In fact, he's been encouraging Sifuna to ditch ODM so that he can join, he can help in Luya unity, but Sifuna did not do that. Even after Baba was laid to rest, and the ODM Linda Ground faction started frustrating Sifuna, we could hear Salasya loud and clear telling Sifuna to abandon the ODM and join other Western leaders to unite the community. But Sifuna kept on fighting for his retention in the party. So that one made Sifuna not to leave the ODM party. So I think that's the reason why Peter Salasya was warned by by Boni Khalwale to ensure that he doesn't speak anything negative about Sifuna, because that is what he's been doing. So as you could see, Boni Khalwale told him that don't speak those nonsense you always speak outside there. Ensure that whatever you are speaking is not going to be in any way an attack on Sifuna, who they now see as their political leader in Western.
Okay, Peter Salasya being an MP, and he has a lot of supporters. Yeah. Was this really, how will the supporters of Peter Salasya actually take this?
Actually, it is very unfortunate to give a leader of the stature of Peter Salasya to come and speak, and then you gag him by telling him there is a certain way he has to speak, because we are in a democratic space and we expect each and everyone to be given opportunity to express and air out their views without being gagged. But I think the reason why Boni Alwale had to do that, you see, Boni Alwale is gunning to be, or angling to be, the next governor for Kakamega County. So, with the Sifuna wave in the western region, it makes it makes Boni Alwale have an edge over the incumbent Fernandez Baraza. So I think that is why Boni Alwale want to be seen by the electorate that anything that touches Sifuna, he is ready to take a bite for it. So I think Boni Alwale was just being politically safe. He was actually campaigning during his own wife's funeral. Uh, Even if you look at the kind of seat that was reserved for Sifuna.
Yes, yes. I actually wanted to ask you about that.
It was the scene was very big. So it means that he wanted also to send a message to the lawyer community that, you see, I'm honoring your son. I've given him he's now the the main speaker in the event. Even if you look at the seat that I've reserved for him, is the biggest seat in the event. Yeah. So all that, to me, or in my view, it was purely politics. Boni Alwale wanted to send a message to the lawyer community, especially those voters in Kakamega County, that because this is your son and you have endorsed him for the big seat at the national stage, that is presidency, I am here and I'm supporting him fully. Look at how I have even made him, I've reserved the greatest seat for him in the event. Yeah.
Now, we remember Boni Alwale. Boni Alwale is actually a member of UDA.
Yes.
And I don't know, of course, what happened between him and Ruto, because immediately after election, remember Boni Alwale, and this one, Boni Alwale has been saying it, that he's actually the one who actually brought Ruto for the first time at that time in Western Kenya. Then again, after election, of course, we saw Ruto took actually, at that time, when you look at Boni Alwale and Malala, they had some rifts. But immediately, Ruto elevated Malala more than Boni Alwale. But again, in this burial...
Let me just explain to you what happened before we come to the burial.
Yes.
If you look at Boni Alwale is somebody who understands politics. Politics is purely interest. In fact, sometimes I always wonder with some of us Kenyans. Kenyans don't understand politicians, and they also don't understand politics. And today I want to maybe educate some of us Kenyans to understand that in politics there is no permanent enmities. It is purely interest. So the earlier we understand that as Kenyans, we will never fight over politicians, over politics. If you are a lawyer, you will always find a way of aligning your political thinking with your community. So you look at what is the political interest of your community, then you align with it. If it is the Mount Kenya people, they look at their political interest and then they align to it. Let's come back to Boni Alwale. If you look at Boni Alwale in 2013, when devolution was taking center stage, Wycliffe Oparanya was the governor while Boni Alwale was the senator.
Yes.
Then when it came into 2017, Wycliffe Oparanya was defending his seat. And then Boni Alwale realized that the senator position is not that lucrative. So he wanted to become the governor.
Yes, yes.
So Boni Khalwale differed with Raila Odinga in 2017, and he decided to go to Jubilee party then, which constituted Uhuru Kenyatta and the current president.
So URP and TNA.
In 2017, now the URP and TNA was collapsed to form Jubilee.
Yes, yes.
So Boni Khalwale went to vie for the governorship of Kakamega using he switched allegiance to Jubilee to go and vie for governorship. So he competed against Wycliffe Oparanya, which floored him. He was defeated in that election. So you can see that during that time, Boni Khalwale knew that his own personal interest was not resting with Raila Odinga. It was now resting with Uhuru Kenyatta and Ruto then. So he ditched Raila Odinga to join Ruto. After failing, he went to political oblivion. So between 2017 and up to 2022, he was out in the cold. And you can remember during that time, it is Senator Malala that won after Boni Khalwale left senatorship, Malala came and won with ANC, the party of Mudavadi. And that ANC was affiliated to NASA.
Yes.
You remember?
Yes.
So when it comes to 2022,
NASA.
When it comes to 2022, the Boni Khalwale, after realizing that now, first Boni Khalwale came back. He wanted to contest again for Kakamega gubernatorial. But now Oparanya was now supporting Fernandez Baraza and the Azimio coalition. So Boni Khalwale shifted to UDA. In fact, he wanted to vie the governorship of Kakamega using UDA, but Cleo Malala was already there. Remember, Cleo Malala was the senator. In fact, Cleo Malala is a good student of Boni Khalwale. When Boni Khalwale was the senator, he left senator, went for governorship, he failed. Now, Cleophas Malala also, he was the senator for Kakamega in ANC. Now he wanted the governorship, but they saw that ODM plus Oparanya were not going to give them the position. So Malala went to UDA and he was given the ticket. So I believe Boni Khalwale also wanted to be the governor, but now he said Malala is already here. President Ruto has already given him the ticket to vie for governorship using UDA. Let me now vie for Senate, and that is how. That is how Boni Khalwale ended up being the senator again, UDA. But now Fernandez Baraza defeated Malala.
Yes.
Now in 2027, I can see that kind of pattern is coming back again. Malala is likely to come with DCP to try to angle for governorship of Kakamega. Fernandez Baraza will come with ODM. Boni Khalwale will come with maybe Linda Mwananchi if Sifuna will form a party for that matter. So I think that is the reason why Boni Khalwale is behaving the way he's behaving. If you look at his political journey, Boni Khalwale understands politics, and he understands that he must align himself with where his interest is. Because if you look at, he cannot align himself with the broad-based. If you look at his interest is Kakamega governorship, isn't it? So if his interest is Kakamega governorship and the broad-based is supporting Fernandez Baraza, it means his interest is not there.
Sure.
So he has to move out. Are we getting that? So that is why he has moved out and is now caucusing with the likes of Sifuna in a bid to maybe battle it out with Fernandez Baraza. So Boni Khalwale understands politics, that politics purely interest. So in his wife's funeral program, he was just doing politics.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, Boni Khalwale claims that he was asked, the president actually asked him for some coordinates on where to land. And of course, we didn't see the president.
Even Mudavadi,
even the likes of Mudavadi
were not there. Those big wig from Western.
Yes. So our viewers would ask, why was President actually missing in this burial, bearing in mind that Boni Alwale himself said that it could be the last meal that the wife prepared. She prepared it for William Ruto.
Now, our viewers, as you can see, when the Boni Alwale's wife died abruptly, as it has been said that it was heart attack, all leaders across the country, including the president, conveyed their condolences to the family of Dr. Boni Alwale. What really shocked many, and maybe so people are asking, why did Boni Alwale come out and say that the president asked him whether he can come, but he told the president, please don't come?
Yes.
So let us maybe dive in and look at the possibility. So in this thing, I can give it two angles. Number one, it could be true that the president called Boni Alwale and wanted to come and join the mourners in sending off his wife. It could be true. Then Dr. Boni Alwale refused and told him that, thank you, but please don't come. So if that is true, what Dr. Boni Alwale said, I think, just like what I've told you, Boni Alwale knows very well that currently the political wave in Western region it's all about Sifuna. And Sifuna is a great critic of the president. So by inviting the president to come and attend the funeral, that one would send a subtle message that Boni Alwale is supporting the president. And that one would make the voters of Kakamega not like him. And he's very desperate. He wants to become the governor of Kakamega. So he ensured and told the president, no, you cannot come. Thank you, though. So he wanted to ensure that the people of Kakamega don't see him as close to president. Because in Western currently, if you are seen close to the president, you will not get the votes. That is what Boni Alwale thinks. So that might be the reason why he told the president to keep off. That is on one school of thought. Another school of thought, it could be that it was a lie. Boni Alwale just concocted a lie to also look appealing to the Western voters. Maybe he just decided to say that, you see, the president called me, wanted to come and I refused. Don't you now see that I don't want him? I only want Sifuna, who is our son. So again, it could have also, in either way, Boni Alwale wanted to have some political score in as much as he was grieving. Now, in my view as a Kenyan, I don't think what Boni Alwale did was correct. If at all the president called him, which I doubt, because I don't think that the president called him and he turned him down. If the president called him that he wanted to attend, I don't think if Boni Alwale could have turned him down. I think Boni Alwale just maybe made up some of these lies, and because he wanted to appeal to the voters of Kakamega that he loves Sifuna so much that he could not allow the president to come and attend the funeral. Yes.
Anyway, so we really cannot entirely, as you say.
Yes. It's very difficult to know. It is both of them. It is only Boni Alwale and the president who knows the truth.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, my last question.
Yes.
And there was at a point you actually talked about it as well. We saw that one Sifuna was actually elevated.
Yeah.
Remember, the Speaker of the National Assembly was there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if we look at the arrangement, and by the way, I wonder
the protocol.
If maybe the president was there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think also Boni Alwale was also avoiding that.
Yeah.
Because they would have, because of the political machinery.
When the president comes, he comes with this protocol team.
Yes.
And when the president comes, Boni Alwale could have not even become the MC.
Yes.
It could have been the presidential protocol team.
Yes. Yeah. But now to my question, why do you think Sifuna was given that kind of
high stature?
Yeah, high stature.
It is simply because of political interest of most of the Western leaders. If you look at Osotsi wanted to be the governor of Vihiga. If you look at Wangamati want to seek for his second term for Bungoma gubernatorial seat. If you look at Natembeya the same, is defending his seat in Trans Nzoia. Boni Alwale is also salivating for the Kakamega gubernatorial seat.
So there are so many Sifunas.
Yes. So Sifuna, now that he has received a large acceptance from across the Luya communities, from Bukusus, Maragolis, and so on, Sifuna has received wider acceptance across the Luya sub-tribes. So each and every politician wants to ensure that they align to him. Just like if you look at Mount Kenya right now, everyone wants to align with Rigathi Gachagua.
Yes.
In Rift Valley, everyone wants to align with President William Ruto. Formerly in Nyanza, everyone wanted to align with Raila Odinga. So I think it is the same thing. Everyone wants to hang on Sifuna's coat in order to get their political seats.
I think our politicians have really a bad behavior.
Yes, it is interesting.
They like this being carried, so they are there for Sifuna to carry up their hands.
Yes. I think it is our political tradition, especially people who have never done anything for the people. They want to go with the political wave. Even in Ukambani, they hang on Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka's coat.
Sure.
Yeah.
Boni Alwale ni Sifuna.
Yes. It's only me that I'm President William Ruto. Mimi sio Sifuna. I am President William Ruto's die-hard fan, supporter.
Mimi ni Sifuna.
We wish you well.
All right.
Yes.
Now, our viewers, we come to the end of this episode, and before we finish, I want to invite our guest, Mr. Fred, to share his final remarks.
Yes, dear viewers, I would like us to maybe talk candidly as Kenyans. As you know, right now, most politicians either supporting broad-based government or supporting the United Opposition outfit, both of them are now nitpicking. You'll find that a lot of them, especially the opposition side, they will nitpick on so many things about the government. And everything that they will be saying about the government is merely overstatement, so to speak, or some would say they are hyperbole. And then, if you look at the government, they will also try to be on the defensive side. So as we go into the next general election, only people with good political clarity, people who understand politics, people who have been following politics for a while, that are going to make the right decision. But majority of us Kenyans will just make decision based on emotions, based on ethnicity, based on so many things. So between now to the next year general election, kindly let us subject these politicians into thorough scrutiny so that we don't end up electing bad leaders in office. Otherwise, thank you very much.
Yes, thank you, our viewers. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, watch, like, and share. This is Inside the Headlines, where you will always continue to get political trendings in Kenya and beyond. Thank you for supporting us. We wish you well.
Okay.